Tonight on EA Sports, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Drew Lock and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Going to my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They faked the handoff, now Lock. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run. And
he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun snap to Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Locke gonna throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
First down, here's Burrow, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Lock throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And
Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Clock now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Locke. That's swung out wide to Harris. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turned. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down. On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. On 2nd and 9. Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind the long.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lock now on 1st down. That escapes the sack. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lock. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Lock. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Lock looks to throw it again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lock working out of the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. And Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on second and 16. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll take him down. At the 31-yard line. Here's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On play action, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is... well short of the first. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.